Welcome to our Ayurveda talk. Tonight is about the very last phase of the Ayurvedic Fall cleanse. That is the most important phase, and it's a phase that a lot of people will neglect. It's because once you've done all the other stages and then you've purged, then people are like, oh, I've purged. Now I can move on with my life. But the rejuvenation is actually really important because purging is depleting. So we're going to talk a little bit about why this is considered one of the most important phases and stages of the cleanse. It's similar in the spring, but even more important in the fall because we're moving into winter. And winter is a more depleting time. Summer's depleting too because heat can deplete you. So you can get depleted at any time, especially with how we live. So rejuvenation is called rasana. And rasana, you are going to want to have a very light diet, a very nourishing diet. You want to receive a nourishing bliss treatment. So that is an Ayurvedic treatment, or they'll say a nurturing massage if you cannot get the Ayurvedic treatment, but that's the best. It's a 2-hour treatment. The first part is full abhyanga, which is oil on the entire body. And then the last part is Shirodhara. Very, very nurturing. It's the most nurturing treatment that I do. You're going to feel so grounded, so nourished. Tina just got that treatment. How was that treatment? Was it good? She just got that treatment because she just finished the Ayurvedic cleanse. Okay, you can do yoga, you can do some exercise, but it needs to be a little more gentle. So you're gradually working your way back into your practices. You definitely want to have some rejuvenation herbs. So the Rasana herbs, that is individualized. So you have to talk to me. And then you want to maintain as much as possible. You just cleaned out. So this is another thing that people do. And this is kind of more of a Western thing because we don't really understand that how we treat ourselves today will determine our tomorrow. When you do a cleanse, you just removed all these toxins, you removed excess dosha. So if you had an excess of vata in your body, that cleanse is going to help remove that and any of the other doshas that might have built up in your tissue. So if you had heat that was building up, that cleanse will help remove excess heat. So it literally turns the disease pathway around. What sometimes people do, and this is what I always say, is why, when you take out the trash, would you go back out and get the trash and consume it back in? Why would you do that? And that's what people do. They go, oh, I'm done with the cleanse. I can go back to what I normally do. No, you don't go back to what you normally do because that's going to take you back down to having imbalances and the disease pathway. We're really having to come to terms with the fact that your diet and your lifestyle matter today. They matter today. Everything you choose to eat matters. Everything you do matters because it's either going to help you have balance or take you out of balance. Right? So your food is really a big deal, you guys. Okay, now, after you do the purgation, after you purge, your body's very depleted. I just want to go over a couple of things here about it. Depleted and tired, okay? There's another thing that happens with people is that they don't realize is they become a little more raw. When you get depleted, then now you're more vulnerable mentally and emotionally. So you need to be gentle. That's why you gradually work back into exercise. So you want to make sure you are getting your rasana, your herbs. Now you might have to help reset your digestion. So if you did the purge with those digestive herbs, and it really disrupted your digestion, it might take you a couple of days, a day or two, to help reset digestion. So you'll have to do some of the digestive herbs and then start doing the rasana, the rejuvenation herbs. So that's not uncommon. The rasana therapy, the rejuvenation therapy, wants to enhance your overall health and helps the individual to have a long, healthy life. You get that when you remove all the toxins, when you remove all that imbalance, okay? Don't go back to what you were normally doing. So the diet and your lifestyle, they matter. The other thing too is this stage is the stage that's going to really help with longevity and age prevention. So as you age, you actually are staying youthful because you're not bogging your body down with toxins and then just layers and layers and years of toxins. I'm telling you guys. So it is a preventative practice so that you prevent illnesses and possibly diseases down the line. Also is going to help with your energy. So most people, I haven't met one person, after they go through a cleanse, they have more energy. They feel lighter. Their mind is clearer. They sleep better. They're digesting better. That everything is just better because you just removed stuff that was affecting your metabolic health, your metabolic functions. So that's really good. Keep your diet really simple. You want to slowly start introducing food back in. So nothing heavy, and keep things light for a few days. Gently go towards foods that are going to gently increase that Agni, so your digestive fire. You also want to make sure that you only have warm foods, warm, hot foods, nothing cold. Cold constricts. Cold is like ice. What does ice do outside? It makes everything go dead. So we don't want that. We want everything to be moving and going and active and vibrant. That's what we want. So pay attention to that. Now, we don't introduce the dairy and the animal products until you really are feeling full strength, digestive strength, as well as physical strength. They are heavier and they are harder to digest. So you introduce those at the very end after you've gradually worked your way back into your diet. Okay, so that's rejuvenation. And it's a very important stage. And by the way, I don't know, so many people really just need rejuvenation right now. So many people are depleted. So in general, people are needing this. But it is very important if you do the fall cleanse that you add this phase. You do not neglect it. You give this to yourself. So important. Okay, so reach out to me if you're ready for your bliss treatment for your last stage of that fall cleanse. You want to get that on your calendar and get yourself nourished. Okay, let's get into our practice.